Hey there, Jen here, and this is a happy bit. I want to talk a little bit about saying yes to your vision. Your vision is what you want today, this week, this month, this year, 3 years, 5 years. What vision do you have? Part of being able to say yes to that vision is number one, knowing what it is. And I want to challenge you to think about that now. If you could do anything at all right now, and time or money were no object, what would that be? I'm pretty certain most of us would say today we would just like to get in bed and sleep, or we'd like to go eat out with our loved ones, or we'd like to take a vacation for the week. We all recognize we have a greater need for downtime. Now, let's take a step beyond that. If you could do anything at all in general, what would you like to say yes to in your life? And in process of that, what will you be saying no to create that space? A lot of this yes and no business really needs to tie into how we feel and how we want to feel. If many of you listening might have said, yes, you want to get in bed and sleep, you want to take a vacation, perhaps if you take that a step further, you realize your desired feeling is relaxation and groundedness, to just gather your thoughts and know what you're even thinking, to rest your body and have some energy again. Great and valid and noble goals. Perfect. But beyond this week or next, how do you want to feel a month from now or a year from now? And how is that different from how you've been feeling? Perhaps you've been feeling stressed or overwhelmed or sad or anxious. What could you start to say no to? And what could you start to say yes to that would bring you closer to the vision of what you really do want to feel? So for me, what does this look like? I have realized growing up in a family that had a farm, I learned a hard work ethic. Fun was really not a big part of the picture. The main goals I was taught were to work hard and to achieve. And it's been a slow unraveling process in my adulthood to recognize that constant striving doesn't feel how I want to feel. It feels tense. It feels constantly not good enough. And I've been changing how I want to feel to include more fun. I want to feel more adventurous. I want to feel more loving and connected with other humans. I love those feelings. And so the agenda becomes, what do I need to say yes to in order to feel more fun and adventure and connection? And that's the question I want to ask you. How do you want to feel? What is your vision for that? And what do you need to say yes and no to help yourself achieve those feelings? Think about that now. You might even choose to grab a Post-it note or a note card or a sheet of paper and write down what you want to feel and what you can say yes to and what you're going to say no to make that happen. It's one easy sheet of paper. How do I want to feel? Question mark. List a few things. And then on the left side, what I will say yes to. Maybe on the right side, what I'm going to say no to. And keep that as your guide in this process of achieving your vision of feeling the way you want to feel. So many of us believe that a vision is all about what we're going to have or own, or the trips we're going to take, or the people we're going to meet. But we don't realize all of those are experiences and are a means to the real end, which is a feeling. So we have to go further in this vision process and find out, how do I want to feel and what's going to get me there? You may have a dream of meeting Oprah, for example, but what's the feeling you're going for rather than a status symbol of having done it? What is the feeling you want from that? You might realize you could generate the same feeling just by going to visit your grandmother next week. You never know. Now, I'm not comparing Oprah to your grandma, but you know what I'm saying. So again, to recap, your vision for today, for next week, for next year, how do you want to feel? Not just what do you want to own or experience or do, but what do you want to feel, and what action steps or activities or experiences are going to generate those feelings. That is how you say yes to you. Thank you so much for listening. Make it a vibrant and happy weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks for listening to the Vibrant Happy Women podcast at www.jenriday.com.